Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Right now at 9, La Crosse Skyrockers lit up the city with its 93rd annual fireworks show. Good evening and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Emily Haugen. We're awaiting the Skyrockers midnight New Year's Eve fireworks show, but earlier today volunteers were hard at work setting up, and there's a big legacy behind them. The nonprofit organization started shooting off fireworks in 1929, months after the stock market crash. It began as a small parade in downtown La Crosse, and now the tradition is a staple in the community. Organizers say the community is the reason behind the fireworks success.
It's just a good time for us. We know that we work hard for the community, and we start off on our new year every year on a really positive note, knowing that we're helping everybody else out and having a good time doing it together.
Marty Schmall says it took over 8 hours to put the fireworks together and get them ready for the shows. And all of their hard work came together for the first show tonight at 6. Here's a look at the Skyrockers early show. They are entirely made up of volunteers, and their shows are made possible by donations. If you missed the show that you're seeing right now, don't worry, there's another one coming up at midnight. And if you haven't made your way down to Rotary Lights this year, that is a great spot to watch them.
Wow, what a day. Look at that temperature. We made it to 37 degrees. After a morning start of 16, 29, and 13 is where we should be for this time of year. 59 was the record high, set back in 1965. 20 below zero was the record low, set back in 1976. Outside right now, you can see CityCam. See the parking lot here on CityCam. It is covered with a little bit of ice, so please allow yourself extra time if you are traveling this evening. Outside right now, we have cloudy skies. 35 is the current temperature at the airport. 34 is the temperature at the station. Winds are out of the south at 6 miles per hour. Our humidity is sitting at 82%. The radar scan right now, we have a little bit of snow being picked up on the radar. Some places seeing a little bit of ice, but in terms of temperatures for today, we were in the 30s across the board. That feels like temperature, though, kind of same with or on par with our ambient temperature because we had that light wind. Outside, we're still hanging above freezing across the majority of the Cooley region. Some exceptions to the rule. Marshfield's at 29, 31 Eau Claire, 31 Ladysmith, 34 Winona, 35 in La Crosse. Viroqua, good evening to you guys. You're at 32 degrees, but you factor in that wind chill, and like I said, some places that wind chill that feels like temperature and the ambient temperature pretty much the same, especially over towards Winona where you're at 34 degrees. So as we take a look here again at the almanac, we did make it to 37. Now coming up in the first warn forecast, 2023 is tomorrow. Now how's it going to fare out? I'll have that answer coming up in a few minutes. Emily, over to you.
All right, looking forward to it. Thanks, Eric. Mall of America shoppers are seeing heightened security this weekend. This comes just days after a deadly shooting in Nordstrom inside the mall. Jonah Kaplan reports from Minnesota.
It's already the standard at airports and stadiums. It's still TBD whether this will stay at Minnesota's most recognizable landmark. For now, Mall of America says the bag checks are periodic and unannounced, complemented by an extensive system of cameras and specialized officers, both in uniform and undercover.
Considering all the attractions that are in the mall, I feel it's safer that way.
If it takes a long time to get through, I can see people get frustrated with it.
Governor Tim Walz, also at MOA on Friday, expressing his frustration with the gun violence that led to this latest security enhancement, a deadly shooting at Nordstrom that killed 19-year-old Jonte Hudson. It was the third shooting at MOA this year.
And it's a place where my kids want to know that they're safe. And I think we need to ensure that that's the case. We need to ensure that when folks commit crimes with guns, that there's going to be severe punishments for that.
Prosecutors filing charges against 4 suspects so far. They're all teenagers, including 18-year-old Tayshawn Adams Wright. According to court documents, surveillance video recorded Adams Wright and 17-year-old Levon Longstreet chasing Hudson through the mall, while other suspects helped corner him. The criminal complaint then describes the video showing how Adams Wright and Longstreet took a shooting stance and opened fire. Adams Wright on Friday making his first court appearance. Longstreet remains on the run, and officers hope someone will come forward with information about where he is now. Both are charged with second-degree murder, among other crimes.
These kids, they have guns like they carry basketballs nowadays.
Takesha Sam was among those in the courtroom on Friday. She said her son was also a victim of gun violence and grew up with Hudson. She wanted Hudson's mother to know she's not alone.
We embraced a hug, and, I'm just sending my condolences.
Bail was set for Tayshawn Adams Wright at $1.5 million, meaning if he can't come up with that cash, he's going to remain behind bars. He'll be back in court January 23rd, and so will we.
The Mall of America had previously tested weapons detectors back in October, but they were discontinued before the latest shooting incident. Back in the region, kids and their parents said goodbye to 2022 with a countdown to the new year. The Children's Museum of La Crosse celebrated the new year with its annual countdown to noon. There were balloons and a bubble wrap stomp, and the event gave kids a chance to celebrate without having to wait until midnight.
People are really itching to get back together, build community, to be active, to invest in the things that are around here that, you know, are really part of what the community is. It's just a really great opportunity for us to be able to kind of just hang out, get together, be in a safe place, especially with the weather being hot and cold.
This is the first time the museum has held the event since 2019, and organizers say it's been great welcoming everyone back. Coming up on News 8, we take a look at our final favorite story of the year. Kate introduces you to Greta Gressel, a softball player who's taking over Wisconsin. That's up later. But first, New Year's Eve is back in full swing in Times Square. A look at the festivities across the world and in the Big Apple. That's next. Stay with us.
At Hardee's, no matter what you choose, it's the right choice. Because our new 4 for $6 deal lets you make your own combo. Mix and match, then feast or snack on the food you're craving, all for just $6. Combine your favorite flavors into the perfect deal with our new 4 for $6 menu, only at Hardee's.
Ram Tough is perfect for us at Pischke Motors. We've got some pretty tough customers.
Get in on the big finish of 2022 with Pischke and Ram. Now through January 3rd, a new Ram Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4 comes with up to $8,000 off with discount and rebates. Plus, get great financing with no payments for 90 days. Stop by in West Salem or La Crosse and test drive one today.
Ram and Pischke Motors, getting the job done.
Welcome to the brand new Holiday Inn Express and Suites. Whether you're here for business, family events, or a weekend getaway, we've got you covered. Overtired? Overworked? Lay down in one of our super comfy beds. Got kids? Our adjoining rooms are perfect for a restful night's sleep. Let the kids burn off energy in our kiddie pool while you relax in our hot tub. Come check in and check out our brand new Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Onalaska, La Crosse.
At Hardee's, no matter what you choose, it's the right choice. Because our new 4 for $6 deal lets you make your own combo. Mix and match, then feast or snack on the food you're craving, all for just $6. Combine your favorite flavors into the perfect deal with our new 4 for $6 menu, only at Hardee's.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
2023 has already arrived beginning this morning in the Pacific Islands, and they're continuing around the globe. CBS's Bradley Blackburn has a look at the final preparations closer to home.
In New Zealand, 2023 arrived with laser lights and fireworks. In Sydney, the big display over the Opera House and Harbour Bridge. Crowds secured their spot early, waiting all day to say hello to the new year.
We've been waiting for around 4 hours. We are really excited. The fireworks, Sydney, I like it, I love it.
In New York Friday, they tested the crystal ball ahead of the biggest party of them all in Times Square. It's back in full force for the first time since the start of the pandemic.
New York City, I'm hoping it's coming back and thriving after COVID.
In 2020, only essential workers were allowed in. Last year, the crowd was capped at just 15,000. But this year, there are no COVID restrictions. Police are ready for the return of enormous crowds.
We must be safe, and we can do it in a very organized fashion. Happy New Year!
The confetti is ready too after a quick airworthiness test this week. Some 3,000 pounds will fill the air in Times Square at midnight. The big countdown now well underway as the world welcomes 2023. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
The world has been celebrating New Year's with a ball drop since 1907. The current Waterford crystal ball weighs some 12,000 pounds and has more than 30,000 LED lights. Well, coming up on News 8 Now this weekend, 'tis the season for New Year's resolutions, but it can be tough to stick to those goals. We'll have advice from doctors on how to stick to your plan. Up next.
And in the world of weather, we have cloudy skies outside. Temperatures are in the mid-30s, so we're going to talk about cooler temperatures. We'll talk about that in the First Warn forecast on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
Jerry here with Stockman's of Osceola, where we have the area's largest selection of alcoholic beverages. We have seltzers, a large variety of beers, over 100 varieties of wine, cocktail mixes, liquor, and I'll be looking for you even over here by the original beverage, water.
Cooley Auto Service Center is ready to handle any of your repairs. From suspension and brakes to routine maintenance, we've got the certified technicians to care for you and your vehicle. Honest, friendly, and dependable team to get you back on the road quickly. Conveniently located at 700 Monitor Street or online at cooleyauto.com. Cooley Auto Service Center. Service you need, care you deserve.
Jolivet Family Farms features one of the area's largest selections of frozen seafood, including king crab legs, lobster tail, shrimp, cod, calamari, alligator, salmon fillets, smelt, and frog legs. Choose from our large selection of fresh fruit and vegetables to complete your restaurant-style dinner prepared at home. Your dinner isn't complete without something from the Jolivet Homemade Bakery. Don't forget a bottle of Door County wine to complete your stay-at-home night out at Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
Jerry here with Stockman's of Osceola, where we have the area's largest selection of snacks for all seasons. Popcorn and peanuts, summer sausage, crackers, cookies, and the classics like box chips, where we have all your beverages to wet your whistle.
Continual growth brings new opportunities at the Board Store Home Improvements. Now hiring carpenters, window and door installers, floor or tile installers. Apply today. You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
As we get closer to the new year, you might be making plans for your New Year's resolution. Some people make goals to stay off social media or to head to the gym more. But Mayo Clinic Health System doctors say for many, health-related resolutions are often ditched after 2 weeks. Mayo doctors say in those cases, planning is everything.
They can improve their health and manage their weight throughout the year, not just for 2 weeks in January.
Starting a new health routine can be overwhelming, complicated, and stressful, but easing into it and making a plan can make it a lot easier. And the holidays are a special time to celebrate, but Mayo experts also say that holiday heart can happen from overindulging in too much salt, caffeine, and alcohol. For patients with heart problems, it can lead to something called atrial fibrillation and possibly a stroke. One doctor says symptoms can vary from person to person.
For some people, it feels like their heart is racing out of their chest. Their heart is just beating vigorously. For other folks, they just feel some irregularity, tired, short of breath, just wiped out, no energy.
Doctors say if you start to feel symptoms, you should go to the emergency room. Well, it's definitely easier to get outside and tackle New Year's goals when it's nice outside. Eric, can we expect good weather in the new year?
A little bit of everything. We do have that wintry mix in the forecast. We have temperatures above freezing. We have temperatures below freezing. Right now we have temperatures above freezing. We're at 35 degrees. It feels like 30 outside. Winds are out of the south at 6 miles per hour. Humidity is sitting at 82%. Made it to 37 today after a morning start of 16. 29 and 13 is where we should be for this time of year. So let's go ahead and dive right into the forecast. We do have a winter storm watch in effect. This starts at 9 o'clock Monday and goes until midnight Wednesday. This is for the counties shaded in blue, so Rusk County all the way down to Fillmore County. Now, there's a little bit of a caveat to this map. Wabasha, Winona, and Fillmore County. Your winter storm watch expires Tuesday at 6 p.m. But for everybody, if you're in that warning or the watch, I should say, even if you're not, just make sure you have that free News 8000 First Warn Weather app on your mobile device to receive the latest information. There you will get real-time weather alerts sent directly to your mobile device. You'll get the current conditions, the 8-day forecast, forecast radar information. It is a great tool to stay ahead of the storm. So radar scan right now, we have a little bit of snow being picked up on the radar across the Cooley region. Southern zone seeing a little bit of snow as well. But the weather in motion, we pull out and take a look here at the big picture. The big story is that cloud cover, and that's going to continue as we go into tonight and to tomorrow. When we go ahead and go into the clouds, you can see what's going on just to the south of La Crosse. Seeing some rain, even a little bit of a wintry mix over towards the Iowa and Wisconsin border. Over towards, let's say, the Madison area, just south of Madison, seeing a little bit of snow. Earlier today, International Falls area had a little bit of snow. That's since cleared out, pushing its way off towards the east. So here's a look at the setup, and we'll go ahead and dive into the future cast as we, when you wake up in the morning, we'll see temperatures in the teens across Board Eau Claire. You'll make it down to 6, 15 La Crosse, 12 in Sparta, 6 in Black River Falls, 16 in Viroqua. So Sky Tracker, as we help you plan your evening and overnight hours. Again, we're going to stay mostly cloudy for your Saturday, mostly cloudy for your Sunday, maybe a stray shower or two, not out of the question. But otherwise, we're going to stay mostly cloudy. Highs for Sunday, though, much like today. We'll see temperatures above freezing from Black River Falls south. Eau Claire north, you'll see temperatures hovering right around the freezing mark. And then as we go into the afternoon, evening hours, again, we'll stay mostly cloudy skies. Then by Monday, again, we'll stay mostly cloudy. The snow chances will pick up again as we go into Monday night. Going into Tuesday, see the snow line from Ladysmith to Eau Claire. And then from Austin to the Sparta area, we'll see wintry mix. And then south of this, as we move the map south, you can see right there towards the Prairie du Chien basketball area, we'll see some rain. So the details of the first one forecast for tonight. Going down to 26 degrees, we'll see partly cloudy skies. Calm and cold. Winds will be out of the south at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. As we ring in 2023, we'll go ahead and drop the ball. There we go. 3, 2, 1, 2023. We'll see a temperature of 35 degrees for tomorrow with fog in the morning. Otherwise, we'll see partly to mostly cloudy skies. The next 8 days, we'll see temperatures going into the 20s. Here's your forecast for tomorrow. We'll see a temperature of 29 by 10 a.m. We'll go to 35 by 2, upper 20s, low 30s for the evening hours. There's the next 8 days. We go to 35 on Monday. We have that wintry mix Monday going into Tuesday. By Wednesday, we drop the temperatures. We go to 28 for Wednesday, 24 for Thursday, 31 Friday, and then mid-30s as we go into next weekend. So Emily, we're cooling off a little bit, but the good news is, unlike, what was it, last week or 2 weeks ago, we're above zero. That's the good news.
I was going to say it's nice to not see below zero on there for a while.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, thank goodness. Thanks, Eric.
You bet.
Coming up in sports, being a fan can be stressful. See how close games can affect your health. And a look ahead to tomorrow's big Packers versus Vikings matchup. Cade is in next.
News 8 Sports is brought to you by Mayo Clinic Health System. Whether you need routine care or treatment for a complex condition, Mayo Clinic Health System has convenient and safe options for the care you and your family need.
Start the year with a new look during Home Furniture's 3-day New Year's sale. Get up to an extra 10% off sale prices and 6-year special financing with no money down and no minimum purchase. Hurry, the 3-day New Year's sale ends Monday at Home Furniture.
Start the new year off right during the final days of the Ford Shine Bright sales event. Don't miss your chance to choose from a great selection of new Ford vehicles in stock and ready for delivery. Or place a custom order, lock in your rate, and you're protected. Plus, new inventory is still arriving daily, so you could drive one home today. Now, during the final days of the Ford Shine Bright sales event, get $1,500 open bonus cash on most Ford vehicles, only at your Northland Ford dealers.
Why shop the Habitat Restore? We offer new and used building materials, furniture, appliances, home decor, and more at 50 to 70% off retail pricing. New items arrive daily, so it's never the same store twice. Find us on Facebook to catch sneak peeks of products throughout the week. Feel good knowing your purchase helps build and repair homes in our community, as 100% of profits stay local and support Habitat's mission. Open Wednesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. off Highway 16 past Woodman's.
Hey, it's Brody from Great River Harley-Davidson. 2022 was a great riding season, and all of us here at Great River want to say thank you. To all the riders who stopped by this year to check out an event, grab a shirt, or ride home on a new Harley, we want to say thank you and look forward to seeing you in the new year.
Hi, I'm Nate Burkus, interior designer. I've partnered with Beautyrest to create a sleep collection that combines all of the things that matter. Innovative design that is thoughtful and sustainable.
During our New Year's sale, get up to $400 off Beautyrest by Nate Burkus at Home Sleep Express.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Clinic Health System. Here's News 8 Now's Cade Overton.
Well, it's safe to say the Viking season has been a little stressful. Many of their wins coming down to the wire. So how do Viking games impact fans' health? Here's Jeff Wagner.
How would you describe this Viking season so far?
If you're talking stress, there is a lot of it.
Loyalty to the purple and gold this season?
Stressing out, pacing back and forth, watching the game.
Comes with a price some fans can't always pay.
I usually just tape it, watch it the next day.
Like Wyatt Crowell's dad.
Sometimes he'll turn it off because he thinks that it's his fault that they're losing or whatever.
I don't like this at all. I gotta stand up. I don't know why, but I gotta stand up.
What do you feel happening to you when you're stressed out watching this team?
Oh, I was just yelling at the TV.
I was like, dude, this is too much for me. I can't deal with all this.
Yeah. At 17 years old?
Yeah, at 17, I can't deal with all this heart problems.
As a fan himself,
it's an emotional roller coaster.
Dr. Kevin Harris understands, but as a cardiologist, he worries about the stress caused from each nail-biting Vikings victory.
It's a real phenomenon that people can have cardiac events related to a sporting event.
How are these Vikings games impacting fans' health?
Well, we know that severe mental stress, just like severe physical exertion, has an effect on the heart.
And I was worried about my blood pressure.
Your heart rate will increase, blood pressure rises, and blood vessels thin. Those effects will likely subside when a game ends, but can take a toll on someone with heart problems or a family history of them.
How do you determine if the stress you're feeling is worthy of going to a doctor?
If you find that it's having an adverse effect on you, you're having chest pain, your heart is racing, this is a repetitive pattern. Like we've had a number of Vikings games that have been super exciting this year. You're feeling that. I think that's something you talk to your doctor about.
To lower your stress while watching, Dr. Harris says avoid alcohol and tobacco use, practice breathing techniques, or take a break. For some fans, it's only when they turn the game off that the Vikings comeback even started.
And in general, the studies have shown that the losses are way harder to take for people than the victories.
At least they're winning, right?
At least they're winning.
Jeff Wagner.
So you'll go through this for the rest of the season if it leads to a Super Bowl?
Yes.
WCCO 4 News.
Well, tomorrow's game is sure to cause a lot of stress. We're kicking off the new year with one of the biggest matchups of the season, a rematch from Week 1. The Minnesota Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers in Lambeau. A lot at stake for both of these teams. The Packers coming into the game with their playoffs already starting. They need to win tomorrow and next week, and they also need the Washington Commanders to lose one of the next 2 games or the Giants to lose both of their games. 4 weeks ago, playoffs seemed nearly impossible, but now it's a realistic scenario, and with number 12 still on the field, anything is possible. For the Vikings, this game is still important if they want to wrap up the number 2 seed. San Francisco is right behind them, and the 2 seed could be the difference between a home playoff game or going to San Francisco in the second round. Justin Jefferson is on pace to break a huge record. He is 209 yards away from breaking Calvin Johnson's NFL record for most receiving yards in a single season. And yes, there is one more regular season game now, but breaking this record would still be a huge accomplishment for the third-year wideout. And if you remember correctly, he had 184 yards and 2 touchdowns last time he played Green Bay. But I'm sure the Packers will come in with a different game plan. That's all I have for sports. We'll be right back.
At Gillespie & Associates, we're invested in this community because it's our community, and it's our mission to help you plan your financial future so you can retire with more confidence. To see if you're on track to your financial goals, call Gillespie & Associates today.
102.7 WKBH.
Hey, it's Kelly Wild from Magnum Media, and I've been getting inklings. My wife Susie telling me that 102.7 WKBH is on all over the place. Well, now the results are in, and thank you very much. Out of all the radio stations in La Crosse County, you made 102.7 WKBH number 1.
You have a day before you. Make it the best it can be with Holiday Inn Express and Suites. How about breakfast to start your day? Coffee, milk, juice, hot food, cold food, brain food. Because you need it for that important meeting in our meeting space. And let's not forget about the afternoon workout to help you keep up with your goals. But your day can't be all work and no play, so you have set aside time for your family in the water.
Come make it a day at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites of Onalaska, La Crosse.
We all know how weather goes around here. So why not take the First Warn team with you? Stay weather aware with hourly temps and conditions, video forecasts, and interactive radar. And the best part? It's easy to use. Here, try it.
You can count on the reliability of the First Alert weather app the same way you count on Cordell's Automotive with the reliability of your vehicle. With Cordell's Automotive and the News 8 team, you'll know you're safe.
This is our community. And while the present moment may feel unpredictable, we are here to help you stay focused on the future. So stay safe, stay strong, and stay confident with Gillespie and Associates.
Tonight we wrap up our special series, Our Favorite Stories of 2022. In May, we met one of the best young athletes in Wisconsin. As News 8's Kate Overton explained, Greta is striving for greatness.
What does greatness look like? Is it an entire community coming to watch you play?
Good luck tonight.
Or maybe it's pitching a perfect game as just a freshman. For some, it's about being the best.
I like how challenging it is, and like, you know, everyone can be good, but like, you know, like if you put in the work, like you can obviously be the best.
As just a sophomore, Greta Grassel has already put the state of Wisconsin on notice. She has more than 400 strikeouts, has tossed 3 no-hitters, and has a perfect game. Greta picked up a ball for the first time at the age of 10.
I was actually at my sister's travel ball game. I saw her play and like all the little girls playing, and I was like, Mom, can I please do this? Like,
Grassel. And at that moment, her family knew she was going to be a little different.
That first year travel ball, maybe second year, she was a little more advanced than some kids were her age.
I call her Gritty Greta. Everything that she's done, she's been that kid that just went all out, 100%.
Her cousin is the coach, her dad the assistant, and her mom the athletic trainer, a support system that is always there.
She definitely feels the...
Oh. All right, well, the Bulldogs fell short in the section's final, but with 2 more years to go, Greta has a lot more time to leave her mark on the state of Wisconsin. And earlier this year, she announced her verbal commitment to play for Mississippi State after graduation. We'll be right back.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
Sure, here with Stockman's of Osceola, where we have the area's largest selection of alcoholic beverages. We have seltzers, a large variety of beers, over 100 varieties of wine, cocktail mixes, liquor, and I'll be looking for you even over here by the original beverage, water.
WKBT compiles a quarterly report on our programming efforts to serve the educational and informational needs of children in the viewing area. These reports are part of the public inspection file that is open to the public during regular business hours. To view these reports, contact our Children's Liaison at 608-277-5147 or write to WKBT Children's Liaison, 141 6th Street South, La Crosse, Wisconsin, 54601.
Start the new year off right during the final days of the Ford Shine Bright sales event. Don't miss your chance to choose from a great selection of new Ford vehicles in stock and ready for delivery. Or place a custom order, lock in your rate, and you're protected. Plus, new inventory is still arriving daily, so you could drive one home today. Now get a no-charge 3-year, 30,000-mile premium maintenance plan when you purchase most new Ford vehicles. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
Sure, here with Stockman's of Osceola, where we have the area's largest selection of snacks for all seasons. Popcorn and peanuts, summer sausage, crackers, cookies, and the classics like box chips, where we have all your beverages to wet your whistle.
You in the mood for some more news? Welcome back.
Let's do it.
Oh my God! We want to see it. Did you order a Drooper?
Wow.
Magic time. I love it. We make this show for you, so take it with you.
Weekdays at 3 on News 8.
One final look at the next 8 days. We're going to 35 to ring in 2023. Wintry mix is not out of the question Monday and Tuesday. By Wednesday, we go back into the 20s on the high end, back into the mid-30s for next weekend. Cade, Emily? Here we go.
Let's
Here we
put
go.
us in the new year. 2023.
2023. Been a pretty good year, I'd say. We got the team complete.
That's right.
It's pretty solid.
I know, it feels nice. Feels nice.
It does. Well, do you guys have any New Year's resolutions?
Yeah, did not make another one.
See, I was saying.
I might have to steal yours. That's a good
I was saying
one.
earlier, I never do them. So maybe now's the year I should, just to
There you go.
beat the
What would it be? Since you say that, we
I
have
was
to jump
saying,
spot.
I was saying earlier to Cedric, one of our PAs, I was telling him that my goal is to budget better. So that's pretty boring, but
Well, send
that's
us your New Year's resolution.
Go for it. Happy New Year.